Selamat datang and welcome to my next video where I'm going to try and do the chickpeas again. We have here 200 grams of dried chickpeas. I made sure it's dried. It's been soaking more than 12 hours. I've got a 3:1 ratio of water, so 600 ml. And we're going to blend them until it's fine and creamy. So I'm just going to put that in. Give it a bit. Let's see how it goes. A bit more. And that should be it. So after the blending, we're just going to filter it, same strain it as last time. This is actually my second time, as you can see from the water down there. The first time wasn't so great, so I had to re-blend it again. Yeah, that's why it's a bit thick now, I guess. Just going to put it out. Just going to remove this manually then, because it's all coming along much thicker now. So yeah, I think that's a better texture, as fine as you can go, and then just strain out the water. So I'll just be doing this. So this was about as much as I could get. You can see there's quite a lot of yeah, I mean the yield isn't the best, but I think I'm not squeezing it the best I can. Anyway, this is what happens when you are too lazy or don't have a squeezer. But yeah, maybe I should get one of those squeezing bags. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of making my own nuts, so I never bothered to get my own what's it called, cheesecloth, or yeah. But yeah, something to consider if I make this more often, which I suspect I will, but depending on the results. But as you can see, this is about 200 milliliter of dried chickpeas. Oh, there's a big clump at the bottom, so let me tone down the fire down while I free up the clump a bit. Yeah, I probably let it sit for too long, so it's clumped a bit already. Oh, that was fast, but okay. So watch out for clumping, especially on your fire. So I'm gonna reduce that to medium and make sure I stir out all the clumps. Wow, that was super fast. It's even tried to set already. Don't know, is it because of the cold winter weather or something, but yeah, still need to heat this up. But yeah, so the point about using dried chickpeas seem to hold. The general idea why canned chickpeas don't work, as you all have seen from my last video, is that the starch that you need to emulsify and grow it into tofu is lost during the canning process, and that's why the canned chickpeas don't work. But yeah, you will see as it goes. I'm just stirring it up, trying to see if I have any more clumps. And now's a good time to start seasoning it a bit, so I'm just going to put some salt on it. Yeah, again, I'm keeping it simple because yeah, I would like to see how this does for pudding as well. But yeah, so it's just salt, and you can of course put other seasonings if you like, but we're just going with salt for this. I'm hoping the clumps will dissipate, but let's see as it goes. It's still there a bit. Let's see. Okay, let's give it a couple of minutes. So yeah, as you can see, it was bubbling. I've actually had to tone down the fire and bring it down, but it's bubbling already, and I guess we are more or less done. It's sticking, so more or less, yeah. it's the texture you want. I can give it a bit more. Yeah, and then we're going to put it again to sit 1 hour. Looking at it this time, I'm much more confident that it will work. About the leftover chickpeas, I already have some ideas. I'm probably going to go use it. Either the usual is of course in some fritters, but I have some other ideas about possibility of maybe using it for some sort of what do you call curry, some sort of vegetarian curry, that is. Yeah, I mean, the thing is you need some sort of solids in this sort of soups or starches or gravy. And I'm thinking, yeah, if anyone has interesting ideas that you could use for that, please let me know. I'll be curious on it. Because for the simple reason of course, minimizing wasted and using up everything that you have, of course. But also new ideas. So let me know if you have any ideas. I'm saving this little batch to see if it'll set by its own. And see if I can get some sort of what result will come of this. So stay tuned, just a short while. The rest I'm going to put into the fridge and let it set. Same as last time, at least that's the idea. So let's see how we end up. So I just wanted to show a little thing. I don't mind the sound. I'm preparing the next recipe actually. Always working. I want to show you something with some sugar, and this was just, yeah, this is just plain syrup. I don't have any ginger brown sugar on me right now, so this is just sitting in room temperature in winter, so it's like 10, 15, 20 degrees, and it looks very similar to tofu pho. It has a bit of the chickpeas taste though, so I suspect with the salt it probably amplified the chickpeas taste, which is fine for what we need for tofu, but for tofu pho maybe no salt. But the texture is actually very similar, I would say. So this could be another recipe for me. But yeah, there is possibilities for tofu pho using this. I mean, yeah, without using gypsum or my personal usage of gelatin, this could be a very viable option. So watch out for that for the next video idea. So let's wait for the results. Yeah, and then we'll see what we do with that. So it's been almost 1.5 hours in the fridge, and look at that. I'm only going to use 1/3, but yeah, this is excellent. Yeah, it's, I don't know. So I was testing the texture of the tofu pho, and yeah, it's not silky as you would expect from tofu pho, but I don't know, in a pinch I would think it more than works. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'm not the fussiest person or the fussiest judge on that, but I refer to fussy judges, so that's more the feedback that I got. But in any case, if you look at this, it's more than good enough. Oops. To make as a simple egg tofu substitute, which I'm going to do it in my next recipe, so catch out for that one. I'm going to store the rest of this ones, so I'm just going to try and take it out to store without breaking too much. But yeah, I think texturally wise it's more or less there. I'm just going to try and see if I'm going to take it out to show you. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Still firm enough that you can carry it. Oops, broke a bit. But yeah, that's more than good enough as egg tofu for sure. I'm gonna let this sit a bit more before I start cooking, but I'm sure, yeah, with this you can already use it. I have some other ideas on what to do with this. Chief in mind came to a couple of ideas for seafood tofu, which is basically mixing it with minced meat or fish, with fish balls, some sort of seafood tofu mix. But if you have any ideas, please let me know. As always, like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. But until then, jemput makan. See you.